It's 5:11 with Scott Mills. Slightly stressing now about the Story of Lady Gaga thing. It was an honour at first, and now it's becoming a noose around my neck. It's quite hard, this. I'm trying to make a documentary about Lady Gaga, which will go out on Radio 1 before the big weekend where she's appearing in Carlisle. The thing is, we need to get a shift on with this because I am on the holiday at the end of this week.
So you keep saying.
So I'm not going to be able to help. And then when I come back, obviously we're going to be really near the date where it needs to go on air.
So basically what you want is it to be ready for you when you get back off holiday.
Well, I can do the voiceover for it when
Brilliant.
I come back.
As long as we've written the script.
So it's just me and Becky have just got to sort it.
Pretty much. You, Becky, are in charge of organising the talking heads.
Yeah.
However, I've done your work for you today, and I have got a top celebrity
Right.
to give their views on Gaga.
Amazing.
Guess who it is?
Nicki Minaj.
Nope.
Hi,
Hi, Donna Air.
Hi, Scott Mills.
If you could ask Lady Gaga one question, what would it be?
Oh, why wear a dress at a meet?
Oh, yeah, Donna Air there.
What's she
Donna
on?
Air. You know Donna Air. Used to MTV.
Right.
She was on the Jungle Show with Scott.
She was on the ITV2 Jungle Show as one of the panellists with me.
Yeah.
That's how I've got her number.
So she's a pro talking head.
Yeah, she's done it before.
She's good.
So we're all set. I've got Donna Air on board.
I've got one as well today because obviously yesterday we got Billie Piper to do one.
Why do I like Gaga? I like Lady Gaga. Oh my God, this is the worst.
Going well. We'll cut together.
I like Lady Gaga. She has a really wide selection of leotards.
Perfect.
There we are.
So now we've got Billie Piper and Donna Air, and I have got the best one. Thought we needed a man. Hi, Rav off Crime Watch.
Hi, Becky, off Scott Mills' thing.
Hi. I haven't got much time, I'm afraid, Rav.
No
I
problem.
just wanted your opinion on Lady Gaga. Go.
Lady Gaga, I think, should rename herself Lady Complete Bonkers, because that's what she is. She turns up at things in meat dresses, and I think she's more mad than the howling mad Murdoch out of the A-Team. I certainly wouldn't get on a plane with Lady Gaga.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Rav.
All right, Becky. Speak to you later.
Now, everyone is going on about the meat dress. Donna Air said it, Rav said it. You're in charge of fashion. What's occurring?
Yeah, you put me in charge of fashion.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about this. I've rang around butchers trying to find out who made it. Someone's had to supply the meat. You know?
You have been actually calling some butchers in New York.
Yeah. Well, you got to get the meat from somewhere, Scott. She hasn't sorted it herself, has she? There must
Okay.
be a butcher somewhere
Must
responsible.
be. Well, yeah, exactly. The meat had to originate from somewhere.
Hello?
Hello, mate. My name's Chris. I'm calling from Radio 1.
Hello?
Basically, we were given your number by Preston Meats.
Right.
Have you ever seen Lady Gaga's meat dress?
Yeah, I have. So in paper.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just trying to find out the butcher who made it.
Nice,
I need some information. What kind of meat was it? Do you know?
I think they just sliced a rump steak, a raisin steak, I think.
Rump steak.
Yeah.
Do you get many requests for meat dresses from your shop?
It's more, requests for hot pots, really, than that.
Yeah. Are you chopping up a meat dress at the moment?
No, we're chopping up some lamb chops.
For shoes?
Not for anything.
It definitely wasn't you then.
Definitely wasn't us.
All right, mate. Well, it's nice to speak to you.
All right, man, what you doing?
Cheers, then. Bye.
Stay good.
My name's Franc Fernandez. I live in Los Angeles. I'm an artist and designer. When the meat dress was pitched to me, I was excited just because I had a feeling right away it would be something big that I wanted to execute. And, having the capabilities, because I am Argentinian, so it's like I have a family butcher, so like right away I called him and asked him questions and all that. He suggested a meat called matambre. I think it's skirt steak in English. I haven't really looked up the translation yet. Gaga only works with one stylist, and it's Nicola Formichetti. I suppose he's like the creative director of House of Gaga and her stylist.
Perez Hilton.
One cannot talk about the House of Gaga. No, I'm kidding. The House of Gaga really is just a more fun way of saying all the creative people that work with her. which I won't say who they are though, but she does work with a large team, everyone from costume people to makeup people to hair people to graphic designers.
I collaborated with Nicola Formichetti when he actually just started with Gaga and did her first video, which was Bad Romance, and I did the Diamond Ensemble in that video, and then after that there were a few headpieces for tour and some performances, and then this past year I did the meat dress.
Gaga biographer Helia Phoenix.
Gaga was wearing the meat dress to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2010. That was a pretty good way for her to get on the cover of all the newspapers and magazines in the world the day after that. And it's not the first time that she's worn meat either. She wore a beef bikini, which is just a foul phrase, but it was a beef bikini basically on the cover of Japan's Men's Vogue magazine, which was a couple of months before she did the VMAs.
The process of sewing the meat dress together was 2 days in and out of a fridge. It didn't take too long. It was kind of like choosing the right cuts, which ones go in the front, which ones go in the back, making sure it was slimming and attractive. I ended up doing the meat shoes and meat purse. Nicola's touch was the stake on her head, which was the hat.
And enormous towering platform heels that were wrapped in beef. In fact, I'm not sure it was beef, it was some kind of meat.
Gaga fan Lucy from Carlisle.
The meat dress is kind of one in many things that she does, and I don't believe for a second that it was just her. It was obviously a designer and a stylist team and kind of everyone behind us. I don't not agree with anything that does. I don't particularly agree with anything that she does. I think at the end of the day she's an artist, and artists are there to push the boundaries. So I think the meat dress, perhaps not one of my favourites. I don't know how it would have smelled, and I wouldn't have wanted to hug her on the night, put it that way.
That night for the VMAs, she started out in an Alexander McQueen dress, and then the second look was an all-black gown by Armani. The third one was the meat dress.
She gave a statement after she was wearing the dress, which was saying that if we don't stand up for what we believe in, if we don't fight for our rights, we're going to end up with no more rights than the meat on our bones.
It's funny, when she came backstage to put on the meat dress, I didn't think too much about it because it was just kind of like, okay, next look. And we got her in it. There was some pieces that still needed to be sewn on once she was already corseted in it. So she said it was the most comfortable dress of the night.
I never thought I'd be asking Cher to hold my meat purse.
I think more than anything, it was probably a comment on the state of art. The way that art is a thing that is constantly in a state of decay. So you might paint a picture, but as soon as you paint the picture, it starts decaying because it's on canvas, and and you might make a sculpture, but air will wear it away, water wear it away.
Thank you so much. I was so nervous for tonight that I would let my fans down.
For me, the meat dress symbolizes how, something so kind of crude and cold can change because of pop culture. A lot of people said that it didn't look like meat right away on the TV because it was so shiny, and it's meat, but it's done beautifully, it fits her beautifully, it looks good. I wasn't nervous about the reaction. I don't really think I was excited or thought about it until I actually saw it on the monitor and she was walking up to get the award. It was kind of like, oh, this is a big deal. And it was a nice place to be, definitely, if you're making something, to have half people hate it, half people love it. There's no in between.
I promised if I won this tonight, I'd announce the name of my new record. It's called Born This Way. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
This is Scott. Becky's here. Hi.
Hello.
And Chris is here.
Hello.
How was your holiday?
It was brilliant, thank you. Very good.
You look very tanned.
Thank you.
Really tanned.
Now, I'm hearing good things about this Lady Gaga documentary. You've been working hard while I've been away, right?
It's going all right, I think.
Well, Chris has been working. I've also been on holiday, but have you found the guy with the meat dress? Because that was the only thing left we had to do.
Yeah, I've done my part.
I
found him.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So we've got old interview of Lady Gaga. Can I just touch this?
No.
That's me touching her hair. We've got Billy Piper's thoughts.
I like Lady Gaga
And Rav off of Crime Watch.
Lady Gaga, I think, should rename herself Lady Complete Bonkers.
And the bloke that made the meat dress. So I think this is all good. How do we end it, though?
Oh, we've left it a bit late. David Guetta's coming in later, so we could get him, we could ask him, I've got it. We could ask him to produce the track that you and Lady Gaga are going to do for Eurovision next year.
Yes, the Moldovan entry for next year. That's what we'll do.
He's bound to say yes to that, isn't he?
Yeah. I never knew how easy it was to make a documentary.
What if he says no?
We'll just get loads of people on saying how much they're looking forward to seeing Lady Gaga at Big Weekend. It'll be fine. That'll fill an hour.
Easy.
David Guetta, welcome to Radio 1.
Thank you very much for having me.
How are you?
I'm really good. Really good.
Have you ever worked with Lady Gaga?
No, I've never worked with her.
Would you like to?
Of course. She's amazing.
Now, me and Gaga are producing next year's entry for Moldova in the Eurovision Song Contest.
I don't know what Moldova is.
It's a country in Europe.
Oh,
you know, are you aware of the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yes, of course. I could totally see her at the Eurovision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What we need, though, David, is we need someone to produce it. And Gaga's already on board. Let me play you this. Now, here's where you could help us.
Ta-da!
Because we do need to write a song soon.
Oh gosh.
Right. We want to. Do you know the Eurovision Song Contest?
Okay.
Do you know this?
Yes.
It's an amazing array of talent from all over Europe, and we want to enter for the country Moldova.
Oh,
We're not
really?
going to enter for the
Because we're
UK.
not very popular.
Yeah, they don't like us.
Well, you know what? I will do anything for Radio 1.
So there we are. She's on board.
You see,
all I need now, David
You see how
Guetta,
powerful you are.
Yeah. All I need is for you to say yes, and we go to produce next year's entry for Moldova. I've got Lady Gaga on vocals.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm signing.
I've got David Guetta as my producer, everybody. Thank you. That's incredible. Thank you so much. The one that doesn't speak here has got a kind of idea for what the song could be like. All we need to do now is just add Gaga's vocals and obviously your amazing production. What do you think of this? Here we go. That's a good start, right?
Hi everyone, this is Lady Gaga. I'm so excited for BBC Radio 1's big weekend in Carlisle. This event is so important to me because BBC Radio 1 was one of the first stations to really support my artistry and my music, and I get to come back and enjoy this moment with all of you. Thank you so much for all of your love and support and for always believing in me as an artist. I can't wait to see you. Pause up, BBC Radio 1.